This is the Excuse Company with Errol and Toby.
Check.
Okay.
Microphone check. 1, 2. What is this?
You're back.
Hey.
Rock.
Hey. Hey, listen, everybody. This is Excuse Factory, episode 5. My name is E-Rock. We've got Mr. Tall Tube Tyler in New Westminster, BC.
My name is Tyler.
And we have my good friend Jordan.
BC.
No last name.
BC Bud.
What up?
Jordan's here. He's coming live from an undisclosed location in Ontario. And he's here to tell us stories and entertain us and to help us recover from the low-energy, uninspired episode 4.
Episode 4.
I listened to episode 4 on my way here to the studio, the Excuse Factory studio today, guys.
I hated it.
And listen, there was a really good part. The best part was actually the beat at the end.
Oh,
it was
crying on the inside.
Yeah. E-Rock beats.
Well, I was really excited because the episode said it was 27 minutes long, and then
you're like, I can endure this.
Oh, I can finally listen to a whole episode.
Minutes.
This is easy. I can handle this, and
you
guys started winding down at about 22, and then I got to listen to a spicy E-Rock beat for like 5 minutes, and it was.
That was the
Beatballs.
For context, that was the first. Tyler and I have a graphic novel called Slime Church. You can follow us on Twitter at Slime Church on Twitter. You can go to gumroad.com/Slime Church to check out our graphic novel. There are 3
actually
issues.
updated the website last night in a drunken haze, and you can read the entire first issue on the website.
Nice. I'm not going to give the website address because it's really clunky. Or you can give it.
Just put a link.
It's triddle06.wix.com
/Church. Yeah, that's why I just tell people to go to. We are getting rid of the Gumroad website because I'm tired of paying for it. So you freeloaders can download my comic book and your comic book for free.
Yeah, a lot of it's going to be.
But
free
I was going to say real quick. The beat at the end of episode 4 it's called Slime Apostles, and it was from the rap group Slime Church, which totally failed. So I failed at rap. We're kind of failing at doing a graphic novel, so we thought we'd try to have a podcast.
Failing at a podcast.
So
we're just,
third time's a charm, boys. I'm confident.
I think we can do this, but
we can do this.
What do you want to actually before Jordan is going to regale us with? He's a professional sound guy. He works for Beep Company, and he does a lot of professional gigs. He's going to tell us stories, but I wanted to kind of disarm everybody with this secret topic, and I'm going to begin now with the question to both of you. Have you ever dressed up a cat?
Hell yes.
So, like, dress up could be like
every
put
Christmas.
on a neckerchief, could be a shirt, doll, a dress.
It never lasts long.
Have you ever?
As far as I've ever gotten is just try to get a hat to stay on a cat. I've never, and I didn't have a.
You gotta try to put it on like one.
No, I didn't have a strap or anything. There was a small. No, I think we made the hat. I don't remember.
Was this an adult effort or a childish effort?
Well, it was mid-adult. It was like probably
teen years.
Teen.
Which cat was it? Princess?
Yeah, it was Princess. I wouldn't try it. Blackie would have killed somebody.
She would have let Devin. She would have let Devin do it.
Probably.
She liked Devin.
But no, I tried this, and I didn't have a strap. I just was putting the hat on top of the cat, and the cat would move, and the hat would fall off. That was as far as I could. You have a story, and like there must have been something you did that was better than what I tried.
You know, this is Excuse Factory is a vanity project for me, where I just tell you my deepest hopes and fears. But no, actually, I wanted to talk about your cat. Rest in peace. I would pour a little liquor on the floor right now, but I'm grown up. I won't do that. But Princess,
I gotta pay for these floors.
Princess was your family cat, and
one of two.
I never dressed up Princess, but I think she would have done well with like a tiara or a small cat.
It comes with
cat dress.
She would have rocked it.
But I would
she would have strutted her.
Jordan and I have been friends since high school. We met each other at 15. We were both into punk rock. We had a punk rock band.
Punk rock brings us.
It brought us together, and metal, and no pussy music. But I remember, like,
whatever that
we'd
is.
get drunk or whatever. We'd have, like, teen boy sleepovers, and I'd wake up in the morning to a cat on my chest doing that thing where they kind of knead your torso with their paws.
Yeah. They're suckling.
And
drool? My cat used to drool all over.
She would do that, and she
would, like, sit on my chest and just drool.
Because she was a matronly cat, she was she would suck on my shirt, and I was confused because I always had boy cats and I had never seen that kind of behavior. And
I can't see your faces, by the way.
Well,
sorry,
you know, this is an audio context.
Hey, hey.
But anyway, yeah, that's the bit about Princess. But quickly wrapping up the do you dress up pets? I went through a period. I had 2 cats. One of them went to cat heaven, and I would put little neckerchiefs on them, and so the boy cat had like a masculine color, like a blue, and then the girl cat had a pink one. And so when I say neckerchief, I didn't actually spend the 10.
Assign gender identity.
This is 2018. You can't, like,
one way
It's
up to the cat.
Let it be.
To be fair, the girl cat had a hysterectomy with a laser, and then the boy cat had his fucking balls cut off. So
it's like
they're post-gender animals. So they don't identify. They're not sexual beings.
They're animals. They're just freaking animals. You don't even know.
I wouldn't spend the $10 or $15 on the cat or a small dog themed neckerchief at the pet store. I would take an old T-shirt and cut. You don't have T-shirts have that stitching at the end of the sleeve.
Yeah.
So I would cut that off, and then I would cut it in half, and then tie a little nice bow or basically make it look like a neckerchief. And they would wear that until it would start to fall apart. And I had an interest in that for about 2 months. And I don't have any regrets. I would have been probably 29,
18.
28 or 29. And since then I haven't looked back. So anyway, folks, this has been episode 5 of Excuse Factory. I want to thank Jordan for coming in, Tyler.
Thanks
if you want to find out more, you can read it in Eric's diary.
I've got a blog. You can check me at yourmomspussy.blogspot.com.
Patreon.com/excusefactory.
Yeah.
slash Reddit.
We are, spoiler alert, we are working on a Patreon, but we haven't, we need to develop more content before we ask you to pay us, so.
Yeah, so.
Can we get a British Columbia update from you, Tyler, before we launch into some of Jordan's stuff?
It's still raining. There was 1 or 2 nice days before I got to skate.
Does that make you sad? Does it affect your moods?
Yeah.
And when you say skate, are you talking?
Actually, it snowed the other day. We got 15 centimeters.
15 centimeters of snow in the Vancouver area.
Yeah, man, and the news was just full of just car accidents.
Because nobody knows how to drive in it.
And nobody has winter tires.
Pussies.
And it's just brutal, and it's just can you guys change it? And then they change it, and then it's Vancouver Canucks versus any other hockey team. Unfortunately for Vancouver.
So what I'm mostly concerned about on the BC front is what's going on in Whistler now that all the Australians have gone to South Korea for the Olympics, and all the ski bums that are Canadian are also in South Korea for the Olympics. So my concern is who exactly is putting tourists on the chairlift right now.
Actually, you know what's funny is I got invited to go snowboarding up in Whistler area, and it's $30 a night or something ridiculous cheap like that.
I can afford that.
Yeah, you'll never find a deal like that. And that's probably exactly what they're doing. You know what I mean? Just cheap shit, so the regulars can go.
Dude.
So the tourists with all that money.
You said you were skating.
Are off doing other shit.
Tyler, you said you were skating. Was that inline skating, which we colloquially know as rollerblading, or was that figure skating, or was that... What other kind of skating could it be?
I'm practicing for the Olympics, so it was...
What kind of...
Actually, 2020, skateboarding is going to be in the Olympics.
Seriously.
Could you...
Fucking for real.
Did you want to open the debate, is skateboarding a crime, or is it not a crime? What do you think?
Skateboarding is not a crime.
Do you think you could capture that sticker on a stick, or capture that sentiment on a sticker or a T-shirt, maybe? Do you think that's available?
Yeah, maybe. Or even a skateboard.
I remember late 90s, the skateboarding is not a crime was like a common sticker or T-shirt. Worn by posers and
I had a shirt.
diehards alike.
I had a shirt that said that. I also had a Shorty shirt. I don't know if you guys remember that, but do you remember, like the...
I remember Shorties.
Hockey and baseball, blue and red with the, like, white silhouette of the guy in the middle.
Yeah. It looked like the MLB,
They used to have, like, a Shorties.
MLB logo.
Yeah. And they used to have a Shorties board, or I used to have a Shorty shirt that had that same thing, but instead of a person, it was like a board in the middle.
There was, the follow-up to that brand was the...
Muska, man.
Wasn't there the follow-up to that brand, like it was like the National Pimp Association?
I'm not aware of
Anyway,
this.
but that's the end of the episode, folks. We're just trying to make a shorter episode every episode. Because we are the Excuse Factory, we got other shit to do besides
It's a quality over
podcasting.
quantity thing here at Excuse Factory, guys. I get that. I like what you're trying to do.
We're cooking it back, like when you bought that little small little dime bag of cocaine.
No, episodes 1 and 2 were like powder.
Yeah, raw. Pretty. It wasn't stepped on, but now we're cooking it back, and now it's just a tiny little crack rock.
4 and 5 are clearly
Now
more
it's-
rock.
It's hard
Yeah,
as
it's
fuck.
hard.
So you
It's a
listen to our
hard ball.
episode. You're up for about 5 minutes, and then you're scratching your neck. You got facial scabs. Jordan is motioning me right now. Actually, I'm just passing him I've got a tray of that would befit a lot of the people that he works with. I've got
Looks like James. No, it's wine.
I've
That's
got
red
free
wine.
what do they call it? Like wild source salmon sushi. I've got 20 different kinds of cheese. I've got uppers, downers, laughers,
The
screamers.
stinkiest of cheese.
No, we're just
That too.
we're splitting. Currently,
Can we talk about that actually?
Stinky
Today
cheese.
I purchased some cannabis from the Ojibwe Nation. The reserve.
That's tight.
Yeah, it was. I went into a store. It was very fancy. They had all sorts of different varieties displayed. And I know you're used to that, living in British Columbia, but
BC is pretty.
Pretty over.
We'll just
pretty
leave it
over.
at that, man. Holy
It's
shit.
over.
this is new to us here.
It's overrated.
Everything's pretty
To
good.
have a retail
you know what I'm saying?
experience is it's phenomenal.
I actually had to kind of adjust to the system here.
Yeah.
Not even close to Ontario.
Well, it's a whole different
that.
scene.
Yeah.
Yo, shout out to Basil Johnson from the Ojibwe Nation with the Ojibwe Heritage. That's a textbook from my university days. So what's up?
So Jordan.
So let's segue over to Jordo because Jordo has some tight content. He is a professional sound guy. He got his start. You got your start. You were like self-employed. You partnered in with a guy for a while. You worked with big name acts like out the gate, but now you're a salary man. You're a company man. We're not going to name the company because we don't want Jordan's employment to be compromised by the involvement.
No, I'll
of
just
this,
compromise
podcast.
my general reputation by talking about people.
Yeah, he's going to talk about people, but Jordan is a pretty common first name.
There's
So.
a lot. I know at least one other person with my first name.
There's Michael Jordan. There's
Tyler's.
Jordan Knight from the New Kids on the Block.
Michael Jordan. His name is Michael.
People will think. People will definitely think that I'm that shows people.
Well,
That's
Yeah.
all I can hope.
I know when you slam dunk, you do kind of split your legs wide apart.
My tongue is often out of my mouth.
It's often out of your mouth.
when I'm jamming.
Right now, you're between.
Heads up to everybody. Jordo is actually the silhouette on all those Nike
Yeah,
Dunks.
I
that he
mean,
purchased.
so those shoes that first came out when Jordan and I are the same age, so I think we've got that over you.
Just look at the figure.
But it's good. I mean, we were.
I came into that
was
figure
on the
early,
dream team?
like as I.
I've never
I
owned.
am
I've
E-Rock's
never.
age.
Yeah, we're both 34. We just doxed our ages, but
We're just narrowing
34.
down my anonymity.
Gross.
That's basically
but biologically, I think I'm like a 18-year-old man. I mean, I've got
musically.
musically, I can still do speed picking. I could do.
And dancing, you're like an 18-year-old.
No, dancing, he's in his 60s.
Yeah, I'm in my 60s. I can do like.
It just does the two-step.
I can do like Gaia screeches.
All
I can
the
do
old
kind of
ladies
guttural
at the weddings.
vocals. I can do 4 bars of a blast beat before my arms get tired. Anyway, but Jordan.
How many bars is 4?
Tyler, remember how you told me you like Steve Miller? You're like a Steve Miller proponent.
I enjoy Steve Miller.
So
I guess I only liked it because I went to a concert. Because I don't know. I'm pretty sure Steve Miller's in Space Jam. So.
Yeah. So
really?
Fuck you.
Yeah, I think the Fly like an eagle.
Fly like an eagle.
Is it? Oh.
Yeah.
That.
To the sea.
I don't know how we just went talking about Michael Jordan and managing to like tie.
This is the Excuse Factory. We're unhinged. We're not bound to any protocol.
So Tyler, I don't want to like burst your bubble in any way, shape, or form.
Fuck Steve Miller.
I did a show in October with Steve Miller in
what?
Yeah, in Toronto.
Tell me more.
I'll tell you.
He's gonna tell you.
Listen,
that's why we're here.
Listen, I wouldn't bring this up. Like I don't remember the good shows. I don't really remember the in between shows. It's experiences like this that just kind of like stand out. But Steve Miller is a piece of shit. Steve Miller.
Well, I mean,
Steve Miller is an awful.
He named the whole entire band after
He's
him.
not.
That's true.
He's not as chill as his songs portray him, from what Jordan is saying.
Yeah. I don't know how much of a joker he is.
Yeah.
And
is he a midnight toker?
I don't know.
Midnight
I've not
toker.
seen him token at midnight.
I bet he's not. I bet at midnight he's an informant and he's narking on other tokers.
I heard he really likes your peaches, and I might want to shake your tree.
He's got a lot of songs, man. That was one thing. Like I can't fault his songwriting, I suppose. But anyways, Tyler, listen. The man walks into the building. All right, sound check. Walks up to the mic. Immediately,
women faint.
Immediately tears his lighting guy a new fucking asshole. Just starts ripping him apart. Like, didn't say hi, everybody. Good to see y'all.
And the guy's like, "But this is my first."
He's like, Scott, get these fucking lights out of my face. If I have these lights in my face, I'm not going to be having a good time. If I'm not having a good time, nobody's having a good time. Me and my entire crew were just like, we're all just like, look at each other with our jaws dropped. Like, did that just fucking happen? Are you kidding me? Did he just say that, Steve Miller?
Instead of, "Hey, can you please adjust the lights?" That would be a reasonable request.
His guitar tech.
You guys like rush him in the parking lot. Fuck you, Steve Miller.
His guitar tech. He's like,
how about you fucking drop like an eagle?
Yeah, you're about to be extinct, motherfucker.
Steve Miller turns to his guitar tech. I don't remember what Buddy's name was. I don't think I talked to him much that day, but he's like, "Listen, so-and-so, last few days, you've been really slow. Like, you've been not on the ball at all. And I just need to know, is that the new normal? Is that what I need to expect? Is that what I need to come to expect now from you? Is this the standard?
Condescending asshole.
Is this the standard that we set?" So, constant.
Granddad.
Such a piece of shit.
Angry.
And after he had left, and because you know, when big artists walk into a room, they tell you like, just, let us talk to him. Don't. Oh, the set list wasn't right. So
how isn't it his choice what the set list is?
It is his choice what the set list is. But he had changed his mind.
But why?
He had changed his mind, and that was the thing. He's like, he says to his tour manager, he said, I texted you the new set list.
Does this need to be a public discussion?
Actually, the funny thing was
in an Instagram message.
The venue that we were in was it was a private party. It wasn't like a concert, a public concert. It was a private party for a big banking
for
private rich bucks.
Yeah.
Anyways,
for private parts of people. Continue.
The room had been cleared for sound check, because that's pretty typical. You clear a room for sound check, and but couple came through for a wedding tour. The couple that was having a wedding there, like the next weekend, came through to see the place and listened to all of this shit. So they're like, who is this?
Yeah, who is this guy?
Yeah.
Who is this, like, is he paunchy? What's he looking
No,
like?
actually, he looks okay.
He's svelte?
He's for... I honestly couldn't tell you how old he is.
Wait, did he let these... So he let random people just come watch his stuff?
No, it was just because he's doing a private show, and it's a wedding venue. He was at a wedding venue.
Yeah, so he had access to the venue because they're preferred clients.
They had also rented the place.
Yeah.
Steve Miller had rented the place on fucking Wednesday, and Bob and Jill had rented the place for their wedding on Saturday, so...
Well, that's how you know you're big time, is when you're...
it's all for publicity, man.
That was over 40 years ago, you're peaking in the charts, and now you're... now you're in full effect as a curmudgeonly old fucking grandpa, yelling at people who are just trying to help you put on a good show, you know?
Because you're curmudgeonly.
I did sound for Howie Mandel on Wednesday just this week.
Did he let you shake hands? Because he's a known germaphobe.
No, he did not.
Yeah.
No fist bump?
Every time I say I'm going to have a shower, I say a Showie Mandel.
That's a neat.
Because
when Tyler was my tenant,
it's deeper. That's deeper than just the name rhyming.
Well, and it's not just the name rhyming because he is a germaphobe. So you're getting clean.
Yeah, that's why it's a Showie Mandel.
Yeah. I actually I ran into him on the escalator, walking, like, going into the venue. It's like this.
Did he fall down?
No.
I would want to cough, like cough, but go like.
Did you fall down?
So what I'm doing to the fans who can't see the video feed, I'm coughing with my fingers open and just like cough and let it blow in his face.
Well, that was...
No, you got to cough into your hand and then offer a hand.
Yeah, that was the thing. So he did...
Or just cough on your fist and offer a fist.
So he's a germaphobe, right? But he actually did an hour of a fairly solid comedy set.
Was it stand-up?
He did stand-up. It was also...
Did he do crowd work?
Private event. Oh, yeah. He made fun of some dudes.
Did he do Bobby's World?
He did the voice. Yeah. Somebody in the audience said, "Do the voice, Howie," and he did the voice. Hey, did you know this? He was Gizmo.
What? He did the voice. Let me back up from the mic. I got really excited.
Howie Mandel did the voice for Gizmo.
Gremlins?
From Gremlins, yes.
Can we pause for a sec?
That makes sense, actually.
Look, Excuse Factory listeners, I'm gonna go out on a limb and saying this. Gremlins 1, the best fucking Christmas movie ever. Fuck you, Die Hard. Gremlins is the best Christmas movie.
Wait, fuck Die Hard. What about Lethal Weapon?
First one.
Lethal Christmas. Are we still talking about good Christmas movies?
It is because it's situated during Christmas.
Is it? Oh shit!
Time-wise, it is Christmas, but it is not about.
You're welcome, everybody. Nobody knew that.
No,
except for me,
Tyler,
because I watched it.
Your generation, everybody knew that.
That first sting operation. Mel Gibson is trying to buy Coke in the Christmas tree store.
Get bent just because with your friend. You think you're cool.
Tyler, I warned you, we're going to bully you in this episode.
You're allowed to have guests.
I don't get bullied anymore.
Yeah, you can have guests.
Where's your
I'm straight. You Trenton, 613, bud. Don't even know about it.
I drove through Trenton to get it.
Yeah, he drove. You know what he did when he drove through Trenton? He rolled down his window and he spat.
No, I wouldn't have done that. It smelled so bad.
Yeah, it smelled so bad. Yo, Domtar.
Okay, actually, I have a really funny thing my friend told me, and I have to say it because it just
reminded me. Get it out real quick.
All right.
This is a Jordan episode.
You know those guys who would drive around Trenton with that like shitbox Cavalier that's all like banged up? Like
as a spoiler, it's got a Folgers can exhaust. It's got ground effects.
It doesn't even have a fart pipe. It's just like the exhaust is missing. And so my friend was like driving to work.
Yeah.
With some other guys, and this car like ripped past him, and it just like no muffler, like this dented in thing with probably a spoiler, and the guy had like a dart in his mouth, and it was like sticking straight up, and he's smoking, and he's really low in the seat, and it's just a piece of shit, and he's just like a hardcore hick. And the one guy in the car said to my friend, he's like, "Geez, buddy, save some pussy for the rest of us." And I fucking laughed so hard.
Wait, your friend said that to the guy in the souped up Cavalier?
I think he's.
No, the guy in the car said it to the other guy, like, "Geez, buddy, save some
What?
pussy for the rest
Oh my
of
god.
us."
I'd throw a piss on him.
Just because the guy was like rocking a shit box, like listening to ghetto
At
music, driving with the dart hanging out of his mouth with an ash like probably 10 feet long.
At the red light, I'd throw it into neutral and start revving my four cylinder, like 80 horse engine. Like,
he was probably wearing a NASCAR hat.
Well, yeah.
And hangs out at Tim Hortons in Trenton.
Bud.
Those guys, that's what I'm saying.
So, like,
Man.
because the Trenton life.
Save some pussy for the rest.
Quick digression before we return to some rock and roll stories. Like, the Trenton life is you are going to get weed in Trenton. It's $12 a gram. And they're like, oh.
You're right.
No. Just let me have my fantasy of or recollection of the past.
Okay.
And it's like.
I lived there, bro. I lived it.
Yeah, but you're biased. You don't. But you're more Bayside than Trenton, your folks' house. But
no, it wasn't.
fuck you, bud. Listen, I know more about you than I know about you, or you know about yourself. But listen, $12 a gram weed, and then you get it. You look at it. You unwrap it from the tinfoil. You buy it sight unseen. He's like, it's critical mass. That's why it's 12 a gram.
And he weighed it.
And then you're like,
in the tinfoil.
No, it's critical mass. And you're like, yeah, it's more dense. I'm like, no, it's because it was in your wallet. You had 1 gram that you're
Straight
waiting to
crit,
offload onto some dummy. And
No, what some dudes would do is they would
it's
wrap
just like
the
compressed,
weed in the tinfoil and then
it's
weigh
dank.
it.
but not. It's
And then they would weigh it. And then you would buy like fucking half a Gino.
oh yeah, or they would give you a 0.6,
Off.
and they'd be like, yeah, it's critical mass.
No, it's full counts, bud. Your scales are off, bud. You don't even know, bud. You don't even know, bud. You don't know.
Jordan and I remember buying weed in the 90s. We smoked.
Straight
We
trash.
first smoked up in the 90s, right? Hold on, he's just having a. He's just having a thing.
I'm trying to think. What
We were 16 when we first started smoking weed.
were we 16 or were we 15?
No, I was 16.
We were 16.
We're both August. We're both
Yeah,
Leo
yeah.
boys.
Yeah, that's right.
Oh,
It
I was born in August as well.
really?
Tyler's a Leo too. That's why
Yeah,
we get
man.
along.
August 11th,
You know, made up shit is real.
1989.
Oh shit!
Leo.
89.
Leo's Unite.
83, bud.
You're
Thriller came out.
the same
Or was
same
that
age as
84?
Taylor Swift, man. Congratulations.
I was born in Germany the year the Berlin Wall came down.
Oh, it's
Mr. Gorbachev,
Coincidence?
tear down this wall. That's when I started kindergarten. It was 1989.
What is the coincidence?
no.
It's
I'm
gonna
just saying
tell us.
that maybe perhaps your birth was related to the fall of.
Yeah.
No, it
You
totally was.
ended
My-
the communist
you
regime.
possibly ended the
This-
Cold War.
was me.
Congratulations.
Yeah, good job, bud.
Thank you.
It was my good spirits and aura.
And the
I
fact that
love
your
your guys'
parents
mitten toques and beards. It's adorable.
What do you love?
Your mitten toques and beards.
Oh, do you still...
The filters.
Oh, the filters. See, like...
Eric, I haven't seen you this whole
Is the
episode.
filter still on?
Yeah, so to the
Yeah.
folks back home, episode 4 was a wash because I was sick and uninspired, and Tyler was tired because he's a busy guy.
Sick AF.
Sick
bud.
AF,
Don't
don't even know, bud. And so...
My little sister got her wisdom teeth taken out yesterday.
Aw, I hope she got T3s. I know I did when I got mine out, and I took them all.
Oh, yeah, that's the shit you like.
Yeah.
Well, anyways, yeah, bud, straight training.
But anyway, we've lost our focus in the show. We are nearing the 30-minute mark. I'm recording on a PC for the first time, and it is not much of a PC.
Oh,
So
shit.
what I'm going to do, we're going to do
Just kidding.
We're going to do a planned pause in the recording. I'm going to save the file as is, and then we'll start up again. So I'm going to hit stop on the recording in 3.
Am I also
2.
going to hit
Yeah,
stop?
you should hit stop. Actually, no, it doesn't matter. You can keep going. 3,
No, I'll hit
2,
stop too. I don't want to make
1.
your job.
Stop.
Stop.